Happy Mando Friday to every single one of you guys. What a tragic episode this is. We lost Baby Yoda, Boba Fett came in, the Dark Troopers came in, Moff Gideon came in, and Baby Yoda was within the Force meditating. Wow, we have a lot to discuss today, guys. For the shortest episode of the season so far, a lot happening here. And wow, what a great episode this was. Once again, directed by Robert Rodriguez, the first directed episode from him in The Mandalorian. I was really excited to see who directed this one because I really dug this one, and I'm really curious to hear your guys' thoughts as well down below in the comment section, so make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as well. If you guys love The Mandalorian, if the Force is with you, if you guys know what this is the way is, this is the best thing for you guys, because I love talking The Mandalorian Star Wars every single week on a daily basis. So let's keep talking it down below in the comment section. Hit that like and subscribe button as well as comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts, because we're talking full spoiler detail for The Mandalorian this week. They finally arrived to the planet that Ahsoka told them to go to, which I was actually surprised. I thought this is going to be an episode that's kind of in between than the next episode we get there. They proved me wrong. They got us right then and there, and we started going. He puts him on the rock. He's sitting there waiting. We see a ship flying down. We see incoming ship, and I'm like, it's gonna be Slave One. And what was it? It was Slave One. Boba Fett's in it with Fennec as well from the previous season. So now we get that final cliffhanger at the end of when he was last on Tatooine. We find out that Boba Fett was the one that saved Fennec. There was a lot of different possibilities of who it could have been. But once we saw in the first episode that it wasn't Cobb Vanth, and the maybe of the likes, maybe it could be Cad Bane. I know there's the likes that Cad Bane died, but he died off screen, so maybe it could have been him. But overall, we knew it was probably going to be Boba Fett, and it was Boba Fett. Boba Fett comes in, Tamora Morrison playing the character, and man, oh man, what a great, really, when talking about that, him coming up, the gunfire, all this stuff. I see it. I see the buildup. And it was a great kind of dialogue between them both. And I love the discussion, of course, seeing Fennec back and all of this nature. But of course, the Stormtroopers come. This is a very heavy action episode. And when the Stormtroopers come in, they all start working together to protect the child, and in general, Boba Fett wants his armor back. They start having this great action set piece up and down the hill, which I loved. I love. It kind of threw it back to some of the old Western films that my dad used to make me watch, and I love that. And again, Robert Rodriguez directing this episode, going in, I was sitting there, I'm like, whose style is this? I really dig this. And even though it feels like The Mandalorian every single week, there's always that sense of style. And I felt Robert Rodriguez's old Western gritty style inside this, especially when Tamora Morrison goes ham, which is hitting all of the Stormtroopers in the face. And there are certain moments where he's backhanding them with it, and you see the mask and the armor just crippling and flying off. Great action set pieces in there. They defeat all the Stormtroopers. All great stuff in there. Tamora Morrison puts on the armor, comes back down to finish them all off, and just kicks major ass. But this is where it gets some serious stuff, guys, because they start flying away. He shoots the last rocket, blows them up together. Great dialogue in between the guys. He goes and checks on the baby. The baby's still in the Force meditating, but the second he walks away and he already put down his jetpack, the baby falls asleep. And we're like, no! Grogu! You know what's going to happen. If I already called him Baby Yoda, by the way, I messed up. I know his name's Grogu, but I'm probably going to mess up about that. And we got a cute scene with him in the beginning, playing with the ball and all that sort of stuff. And the sense of father and son relationship between him and Din was so important in the beginning of this episode. It really kind of warmed my heart up. And again, with how this episode ends as we're getting there, it really breaks it and shatters it. Because, of course, a blaster comes right down, blows the Razor Crest up, which I'm sad. I love the Razor Crest. I love it. It's gone. It's destroyed. Oh my god. Din's destroyed inside. Holy shit. But then we keep moving along, and Moff Gideon says, send in the Dark Troopers. Says it from that point on. The Dark Troopers come down looking badass and menacing as all hell. They drop down there. It's a race to get up. Tamora Morrison's going back to his ship to fly it to help him. And, of course, they get there too late. The Dark Troopers grab the baby and fly on up. And Tamora Morrison could have killed the Dark Troopers, but it probably could have killed the child as well. And, of course, little Grogu goes up in the sky, gets into the Imperial ship, and they blast off. And it's, of course, Tamora Morrison comes back down, shows his thing, saying, I am Boba Fett, this is my thing. Jango Fett was my father, this was his armor before me. They have this great banter, and pretty much they team up with Mando. They're going to save the child, which you know, okay, like, they never really had this discussion, but I think it really comes down to because they're both in that same kind of creed and style. They both kind of follow, you know, you saved my armor from Cobb Vanth, I want to help you. And this is kind of where it comes all the teaming up with one another, which is going to be interesting to see how everything kind of builds up, especially since we have 2 episodes left. And I'm really excited to see where they go in that nature, because, of course, then they fly back to where Cara Dune is. He discusses how Cara Dune is now a part of the New Republic, and he's like, I need to spring this person out, which is Bill Burr's character, Mayfield, which I liked his character in the other season. And I knew he was probably going to come back in here because of some of the rumors and stuff, so I'm assuming next episode will be all about springing him from there, from stealing him, or in that nature, and then the last final episode will be all about saving the child. And will they save the child? I don't know. My prediction is whatever Jedi he contacted, you know, I was thinking maybe it could be a Force Ghost, but I was sitting there waiting, okay, could it be Obi-Wan? Could it be Yoda if it's going to be a Force Ghost? But it wasn't at all. So this goes to my possibility that it will be a Jedi. I think it will be a new Jedi that we have never experienced before. And maybe that won't be to everyone's liking, but that's going to be my theory for right now. Let me know down below what your guys' theory is, because I think that Jedi character is going to pretty much help him in that final episode. I think that's how this season's going to end. I think they do save GRUGO and all that sorts of nature. But again, I'm getting myself ahead a little bit from 2 episodes from now, because definitely next episode's all going to be about getting Mayfield so they can find out where Moff Gideon went. It's getting intense, guys, and I'm getting very scared because as this episode ends, Moff Gideon looking all menacing as hell, Giancarlo Esposito just looking fantastic in this role, and mark my words, by the end of his era or this show, however they want to go, if he plays out all the way, Giancarlo Esposito will be one of the best Star Wars villains yet, just because of how great of an actor he is, but just by the writing alone. He walks in, Baby Yoda's flipping these stormtroopers around, knocks them all out, maybe even killed him. And of course, Moff Gideon, he goes, you're a little sleepy. Have you ever seen one of these? Turns on the Darksaber. I scream a little bit because I love the Darksaber. And all that nature ensues. He knocks out the baby. And we go from there. The episode ends with him in handcuffs. And we have to wait a whole nother week to see what happens. Guys, my heart's pounding. I'm very nervous for GRUGO. I do not want to lose him. Let me know down below, guys. How scared are you for GRUGO? What did you guys think overall of the episode? I loved this episode. Again, I'm overall loving this season. I think there's only been 1 episode per se that I wasn't the biggest fan of, and it wasn't even that it was terrible. I just thought it was fine. This is an excellent season, way above the first season, which I thoroughly enjoyed. I love this season so far. We got 2 episodes left, and I'm getting very, very nervous for GRUGO and our favorite companion character, Din. Wow, we lost the Razor Crest. Baby Yoda is stolen. Well, not Baby Yoda. GRUGO is stolen, and of course, we're trying to round up a gang to go save him. I'm so happy that Boba Fett is joining him along with Fennec. This is going to be an excellent next 2 episodes, and I can't wait for you guys to come join me in this journey. This is the way, guys. Have a great rest of your Friday. I'm very tired. It's time for me to go rest. And of course, until next time, may the Force be with you all, and have a great rest of your day.